everyone. This is Case on the String and grade in Biram Sridharati International School. Now, today I am going to say about the kingdom plantae. So, before going to say about kingdom plantae, first let us know about what are organisms. Organisms are of two types, that is prokaryotes and eukaryotes. In prokaryotes, there are unicellular. In these prokaryotes, there is a kingdom called monera. In eukaryotes, there are two types, unicellular and multicellular. In unicellular, there is a kingdom called protista. Whereas multicellular, it is again divided into two types. It has with a cell wall and without cell wall. With the cell wall, there is a kingdom called animalia. With cell wall, it is again divided into two types. That is, do not perform photosynthesis and able to perform photosynthesis. Which do not perform photosynthesis, it is called the kingdom fungi, and which are able to perform photosynthesis, this kingdom is called kingdom plantae. Now we are going to discuss about this kingdom plantae. Plantae includes green, brown, and red algae, lizards, mosses, ferns, and seed plants with or without flowers. They have some characters. Those are they are multicellular organisms with whole and frequently vacuolate eukaryotic cells. These contain photosynthetic pigment in plastids. The principal mode of nutrition is photosynthesis. They are primarily non-mobile and live anchored to a substrate. Reproduction is primarily asexual or sexual. The reproductive organs are multicellular. They form a multicellular embryo during development. From the zygote, algae lack the embryo stage. The life cycle consists of alternating haploid gametophyte and diploid sporophyte generation. This phenomenon is called alternation of generation. In plant kingdom, there are five types. Let's discuss about first type, that is algae. They are simple autotrophic non-vascular plants. They have unicellular sex organs and no embryo formation. These grow in specialized habits like cryophytes. These grow on snow or ice. Thermophytes. These grow in hot water. Epiphytes. These are those algae that grow on other plants like Eudogonium, Cladophora, Vaucheria, etc. Endophytes. Some blue-green algae grow as endophytes inside other plants like Anapina growing inside the leaf of fern. Next one, parasites. The algae Cephalus virescens grow a parasites on the tea leaves. This algae is also known as thallophytes. Now let us discuss about second type, that is Bryophyta. Is a grouping that consists of the simplest and primitive land parts. We also regard these as the amphibians of the plant kingdom. Bryophytes are most common in moist and shady places. Some biophytes also grow in diverse habitats like extremely dry or watery habitats. They reproduce sexually. Anthridium is the male sex organ. On the other hand, Archegonium is the female sex organ. Now, let us discuss about the third type, that is Pteridophyta. The pteridophytes refer to all those plants with feather-like fronds or ferns. They do not have flowers or seeds. These plants are mostly terrestrial. They prefer shady habitats. They have a sporophytic plant body. The pteridophytes usually have a single apical cell with the three cutting faces in the shoot apex. Let us now look at the subphylum of this group. Now let us see first one, that is subphylum Salopsida. These are the oldest known vascular plants. Most of them are fossils. The body of the plant is relatively less differentiated. Roots are absent in these plants. Instead, you can find a dichromatic branched rhizome. Now let us see about second one in it, that is subphylum lycopside. The plant body is differentiated into root, stem, and leaves. Leaves are usually small, that is, microphyllous, with a single unbranched vein. Sporangia develop in the axil of the sporophylls. The third one is subphylum Spencer's speda. The stem is differentiated into node and internodes. The leaves are microphyllous. You can find them in whorls at each of the nodes. And next one is subphylum Steropsida. The plant body is well differentiated in root, stem, and leaves. The leaves are megaphyllous pinnate compound. Now let us discuss about a type of plant that is gymnosperms. Gymnosperms are mostly perennials, xerophytic, evergreen, arboreal, and woody plants. We can find them growing as wood trees, bushes, shrubs, or rarely as climbers. They are never herbs. The external features of these are plant body is sporophyte and differentiated into root, stem, and leaves. The plant possesses a well-developed taproot system. In some cases, the roots are symbiotically associated with algae or with fungi. The stem is erect, aerial, solid, woody, and branched but almost tuberous in Zamia. The leaves may be microphyllous or megaphyllous. And the fifth type of plantae kingdom is angiosperms. Let us discuss about it. Angiosperms are flowering plants, are the most dominant and ubiquitous vascular plants of present-day flora. These plants are primarily responsible for changing the green and yellow melancholy of the Earth's vegetation. They do so by their beautiful and colorful brightness and fragrance of their flower. The term angiosperm means enclosed seed. This is so because the ovules or potential seeds are enclosed within a hollow ovary. We can divide the plants of angiosperms into two major groups as dicotyledons and monocotyledons. Now let us see about dicotyledons. Dicotyledons show some characters. Those are we see taproots in the members of this group. The leaves in members of these classes exhibit reticulate, it means net-like venetia. The flowers are tetramerous or penetramerous, having 4 or 5 members in the various floral whorls, respectively. The vascular bundles arranged in a ring number 2 to 6, open and with cambium. The seeds of dicotyledons are with the two cotyledons as the same indicates. Now let us see about monocotyledons. They show the following characters that we see adventitious roots in the members of this group. The leaves are simple with parallel venation. The flowers are trimerous. They have 3 members in each floral whorl. The vascular bundles scattering in the group tissue, many in number, closed and without cambium. The seeds of monocotyledons are with one cotyledon as the name indicates, example cereals, bamboo, sugarcane, palms, banana, etc. These are the salient features of the plant. Now let us see some examples of Thallophyta. It means algae, that is Olatrix, Cladophora, Luva, Spirochaera, and Chara. These are some examples of Thallophyta. Examples of Bryophyta, that is Riccia, Funaria, and Marchantia. These are some examples of Bryophyta. Marsilia fern are some examples of Pteridophyta. Some examples of gymnosperms are Pinus and Cycas. In angiosperms, there are two types, that is monocot and dicot. And these are some examples of kingdom plantae. Let us see the flowchart of kingdom plantae. Kingdom plantae, it is divided into two types, that is do not have differentiated plant parts and have differentiated plant parts. In first one, there is example of algae, that is also known as Thallophyta. The plants have differentiated plant parts are without specialized vascular tissue and with vascular tissue. In without specialized vascular tissue, there is called bryophyta, and with vascular tissue there are two types: do not produce seeds and produce seeds. In do not produce seeds there is called pteridophyte, and produce seeds is again divided into two types, that is bare naked seeds and bare seeds inside fruits. In bare naked seeds there is a type of kingdom plant is gymnosperms, and bare seeds inside fruits are angiosperms. In this angiosperm, there are two types: have seeds with two cotyledons, have seeds with one cotyledon. That is, uh, have seeds with two cotyledons is dicots, and have seeds with one cotyledon is monocot. This is the classification of plantae. In this way, we came to know about the kingdom plantae. And thank you for giving me this golden opportunity. Have a nice day.